Hey everyone, let's take a look at Escape from the Lost Tomb by Lego Indiana Jones. This is set number 77013, and it does come with 4 minifigures. So here we have Marion Ravenwood, Indiana Jones, Sallah, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Mummy. That doesn't look too bad of a bill, but I'm hoping all that's printed. Well, we won't know until we take a closer look. And this set was provided to me by the Lego group for early review. So here's the back of the box. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like we got some functionality and stuff like that in here. And it doesn't look too bad of a build. Well, how bad is it? Well, we don't know. Let's head over to the Lego table and let's take a look. Let's take a look at our minifigures. Off to the left, we have Marion Ravenwood. Of course, this is Indiana Jones. Then we have Sallah and Mummy. And they're a nice set of minifigures for this set. And we do have print work on the front and backs of the torsos. Looks really good. And some of these do have double-sided heads and some don't. But nonetheless, though, they are a nice, good minifigure set. Here is Escape from the Lost Tomb. And we're just going to do a quick tour and we'll do a close-up. Well, you can see we got plenty of snakes down here, and we got Indiana Jones ready to walk into the snake pit, and statues, and all the graphics you see in here are stickers. Sadly, nothing's printed. And yeah, and this one here does fall back, so if I hit this or do that, the wall falls down. We'll take a look at that here in a second. And that's pretty much what it is. So here's the other side, and it's pretty well enforced. It's meant for play. So here's the back, and here's that wall. So this guy comes crashing down. And Lego was so kind, they actually put this rubber thing on the back so it doesn't ding up your nice, good table. And here's the back here. This is actually a little trap door. We have Mummy on here. So let me detach Mummy and just have her sitting. So you can just simply pull this here, and you'll have to pick her up. So that just rests in there. Now when you put minifigures on the top, you got to be careful not to press them down on top that too hard, because this is not really that sturdy when you're trying to press stuff down. Now right here on the right, we have a place for snakes. So let's see if I can grab a snake here, and I'll show you how this works. You can set a snake right inside this little trap here. And then on this side, it should come out right here. So you just flip this, the snakes will come falling out. Trust me, I would not be a good place to stand there to get rained on by slithering, slimy snakes. And yeah, it's not too bad. Well, let's have a closer look. So here we have Indiana Jones. And here's a little entryway into the Lost Temple, and here's a close-up of one of these statues. And yes, those are stickers. I wish those were printed. And both these statues are the same, so when you're building this set, these are pretty much duplicates. So I found out the hard way. Here's the side. We got some, looks like hieroglyphics here, and sadly that is stickers. We got a snake hanging out of the wall there, and here's a bit of a close-up of this chute. So what you do is you stick your snake in here like this. Just slide him right in there. Well, he's backwards, but he doesn't know what's coming to him. And you just barely tap this, and they'll fall out. That's pretty clever for something being so simple. And on the back here, we got some profile bricks and some more hieroglyphics there. Kind of wish those were printed. That'd be good for building mocks and stuff. And some right there. And yeah, here's that lever, which makes this thing come crashing down. So it's like a set of dominoes falling down. Let's take a closer look at everything here. Now, when you're putting this back up, make sure that this thing is down. And for the most part, everything's pretty sturdy. Yeah, but Lego really had thought this out very nice with the rubber stop on the back. And this is meant to be played with, obviously, because you can tell we have our Technic beams here to lock everything together. And the interior of this is left to be desired of. It's not really finished off. So here's that trap door. So I just pull this little peg here, and Mummy comes crashing down, and that's how it works. And that's pretty much what it is. So put that back up there. And yeah, not too bad. Tell me what you think of this set. It was somewhat enjoyable. I had fun putting it together. It was a very relaxing build. Well, let's dive right into the review. Now for the review and my opinions on this set. And yes, it's going to be an honest review, so be prepared. For the build experience, honestly, I enjoyed putting this together. It was a really nice build. It was something different than I normally would put together. So, you know, I didn't really have any issues with it. It wasn't dry or boring. It was just fun to put together all around. So, nothing too strenuous or anything. So, the instructions were somewhat easy to follow, but you got to take your time. Which leaves to the build quality. I would say it's average to above average. The reason why I'm saying above average is right here. There's a lot of these Technic beams and lift arms in here. Why did Lego do this? To keep this really secure, so you don't have to worry about this splitting apart and stuff like that. There is some critical areas, like you don't want to press down on this too hard, and these little flame pieces kind of fall out of these little holders. Why didn't Lego double stud these like with these? I don't know. These can just easily fall out. But like the snakes are fixed to the bottom, which is really good. That means you can pick this up and you don't have to worry about accessories just falling around, except for the one snake that comes out of this little chute here. You know, that's about it. And another thing though about the build quality on this is that this rubber thing back here. And just to show you, if I were just to knock this over, it doesn't make a big loud crashing noise, and it won't dent up your table too. So Lego really had thought this one out. This is not something that's pretty cheesy for what this is. It looks okay, but it's really well built. So I didn't have like anything breaking off, which is play value. You know, you can play with this. And Lego had this design in such a way that this is meant to be played with. This is not meant to be a shelf queen or anything like that. It's playable. So you got your 4 minifigures. And in addition, I forgot to mention this right here. This does come out. So this is probably the only real accessory that's in it. It just rests on these jumper plates back here. And it looks like just a bar of gold. Other than that, it's just meant for quick play. I don't expect somebody to play with this for hours. But yeah, now we're going to jump into city drop-in value. And well, here's the back. It looks more like a movie studio prop than anything else. It's left open in the back. It looks nice, but not much of a tomb here. It's just made basically a portion of the tomb. I like the statues and stuff like that. Which leads to mock value. You could probably add on to this. You can expand more on this. You could probably make this into a complete room. You can probably have hallways that take you back here. Yeah, not too bad. You know, not too bad for a mock build. But for me personally, this was just an average build. It wasn't too bad. It actually was pretty good. I just got the price info for the set. For 600 bricks, it is indeed $39.99. And honestly, for the amount of bricks you get and the quality of this build, I think it's worth it. Do you think this set is worth the price? For me, personally, I think it is. It was a very enjoyable build.